It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Panthers going up against the 49ers.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The new 49ers kicker, Robbie Gould, will get us started as off we go from Santa Clara. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Newton Funches with a catch over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Malcolm Smith coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Always got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Newton. That's complete right around the 8. Newton finding Funches for the Panther first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw on second down is Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal. Stewart. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive. On the road, you've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Now Hoyer. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch. But underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum. Get it.
Here we go now.
Hoyer. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle that. You don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder, the rookie from Miami. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Panthers offense taking the field, and it's a crew, Charles, that really took a big step backward last year because they were coming off their best season in franchise history in 2015. The Super Bowl appearance, 15 wins. I guess really 17 if you count the playoffs, but down to just 6 last year.
A big drop-off was on offense because in 2015, they drove the ball and they rang the bell, meaning they got into the end zone. They scored 500 points. In 2015. Big drop-off in 2016. Unsettled offensive line. Guys were hurt out wide. Couldn't keep everyone healthy. Quarterback didn't play to the same level. But guess what? They're changing that up, going from that boom-boom type of an offense to a little more flash and dash. Christian McCaffrey out of Stanford at running back. Curtis Samuel out of Ohio State will be a running back receiver. They expect to get quicker, faster, and more efficient on offense.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's Hoyer. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
And his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. The 49ers heading out. And, Charles, at the end of last year, we talked about their decline. They were 12-4 4 years ago, then 8-8, 5-11, and last season 2-14. Head coaches, 4 of them the last 4 years. But while it might not change overnight, you get the sense the tailspin.
They changed administration as well, and they're going to respect the pass. They want all these players coming in to know what the 49ers meant in previous years. They want them to make their own future. Solomon Thomas in the draft, the defensive lineman out of Stanford. How about getting Reuben Foster, the linebacker out of Alabama, trying to get stronger on defense. They'll run a brand new offensive scheme, and they will be a tougher team overall. I think they're going to compete well in the NFC West, better than what people expect.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And for the third time here in this half. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happens a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're me. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Adams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eli Harold from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie? And look at this. It's a fake. It's caught. Jones. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So the D-line's going to spread out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively, they're trying to rush to the line as Hoyer urges him to get set. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no...
And with a clock reading 0, goes. He is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They run again with Hyde on first. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit!
On second down, Hyde. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They go screen pass to Hyde. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And back to the ground. Hyde. And past the 30 down to about the 27. They get 9 yards back on the run there. And they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll look to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Newton on first down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Newton now on second down. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. He fights it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the play clock's running down. To throw on second down is Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be a Carolina first. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play. But it didn't gain him any yardage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down. Newton, he sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now Hoyer. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And the back goes into motion. Here's Hoyer. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Hoyer. And my goodness, another interception. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, and what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, that's Stewart. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now in punt formation. But as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. Fielded at the 20. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him 30 yards there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Looking deep down, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Adams. Break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Newton's going to throw it. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Third and 2. Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 56 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Now let's go.
A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, got three down.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. So special every year, week 1. You had the